Some of you will already know that I do not do my own programming. It's done by Jonathan Payne of Complete Human Performance. And although he is a very twisted man, he's very good at what he does. So moving forwards, after being tested last week for my knee, looks like I'm much more capable than we thought I would be, which is great news, but it does mean that what I'm expecting is that he will make things a lot harder for me this week. Ooh, where the fuck's the thing? There it is. Relatively injury-free, and you think you're gonna ease back into it, take things pretty easy, and relax a little bit. But no, this week has had a huge upturn in intensity, volume, reps, just pain in general, but I'm hoping everything can be made a lot easier this week if this stays the way it is. Gonna start my session outside. Got some dumbbell clean and press, dumbbell snatch, weight pull-ups, weight press-ups, glute ham raises, and something else. I can't remember. You'll find out. So, this was the menu today. 2 things to note. First one being that I used 30 kilos instead of 42.5 kilos for the snatches. As it's been so long since I've done them, I thought I should focus on technique rather than weight. And thank God I did, as 30 kilos was hard enough. Secondly, don't know if you got to the bottom there, but rather than medicine ball slams, I did dumbbell swings instead, as doing 100 medicine ball slams when you do not own a medicine ball is somewhat challenging. Kick things off with 3x3 clean and strict press, which is not really the sort of exercise I've done since I was about 16, 17 years old and training for rugby. For the past few years, I've very much been set in my ways as a fat powerlifter, sticking to squat, bench, deadlift, and eating copious amounts of carbs. So this was a pleasant change. As you can see, bit more hip extension, bit more efficiency I can work on, but that will come with practice. All in all, not too bad, but also found out I've got a bit of an imbalance from my right to left-hand side. Left side, my pressing isn't as strong, but I think I can get my hips through a little bit more and work on that in the weeks to come. Next up, we have single arm dumbbell snatches, and I was dreading these simply because I knew I would be put in my place technique wise. It's been so long since I've done anything with triple extension in it, especially a snatch, that I wasn't really confident in my ability to get them done, but I think they could have been a lot worse. Right hand side better than my left, so definitely a bit of an imbalance I've got to deal with and work on there. But, I mean, that wasn't great, that one. Goodbye. So, left-hand side, couldn't quite lock out, which made it much harder for me to control the dumbbell with my scaps at the top. But I say again, practice makes perfect, and a little bit more time relearning the movements, I think I should be okay. Oh. So I took another 10 minutes or so just playing around with the dumbbells, trying to get a feel for the technique again. Then I was on to the joy that is barbell split squats. 4 sets of 5 with 80 kilos. And I'll be entirely honest, these didn't feel great. Stability was really hard to maintain. My hamstrings felt like there was a lot of pressure going through them. It was really, really hard to hit depth and stay stable. And I just couldn't really keep my back foot in place, to be honest. So that was set 1, just there. And by set 4, there was some small improvements in stability. I think it was just feeling my way through the motion again, which is going to be the case for a lot of movements. But my core and my hamstrings just weren't liking the stability element to the exercise. I mean, you can see there, my back foot's all over the place. I'm wobbling, hard to stay where I want to be. But it's nice to get a bit of volume through my legs, as it has been a while. Yeah, as you can see, my left-hand side, I'm struggling even more than the right. But that was the injured side, so we can't exactly be shocked, can we?
All right, so far this is going pretty badly. Done exercises I haven't done since I was about 16, 17, so I'll take the hit there. But those split squats were really bad. Hamstrings all over the place, core couldn't quite keep me screwed to the floor. But now I've got pull-ups and press-ups, which I have been doing. So I'm hoping I won't cock them up as much as everything else.
I was wrong. I had these to do first, and they are not pleasant. So I don't quite have the strength in my hammies and glutes yet to get through the whole motion myself. So the focus was on the eccentric portion of the movement, and the push-up was just a bit of assistance to get me through to the top. But great strengthening exercise for my hammies, and hopefully these will improve in the weeks to come. If you're looking for an example of a terrible outfit choice to wear if wandering through an airport, I think this 20 kilo weighted vest might just do it. Doesn't look great, does it? Anyway, 4 sets of 5 weighted pull-ups, supersetted with 4 sets of 15 weighted press-ups. Pull-ups felt much harder than the press-ups did, but in reality, if you chuck 20 kilos on your back and crack on with some pull-ups, they're going to be a bit harder than you expect, I would imagine. So hopefully I can build on them next week, and maybe even add some more weight in the weeks to come. Who knows? So to finish things off, I was blessed with the task of swinging a dumbbell 100 times. This was 22.5 kilos, and I started off doing it one arm at a time, which with hindsight now, looking at it, looks a little dodgier than I thought it would, but we'll move on. So I did 20 with my right arm, 20 with my left, 10 with my right, 10 with my left, and then made the executive decision that I should grip with both arms to get better coordination with my hip extension. I'm trying to work on triple extension in the coming weeks so I can improve on those dumbbell snatches and dumbbell cleans. So the best way to do that is to be a bit more specific, grip in the middle and make it like a kettlebell swing, as you will see shortly. So I got through the last 40 gripping the middle and trying to get coordinated with my hips, which felt much better, but very quickly hammered my lower back. All in all, really positive session. Main thing being that my knee again was fine, which is brilliant. Hopefully it stays that way and I can keep working on that triple extension. But today we threw in low impact for the first time and it's even withstood that. So we're moving in the right direction.
And that is that for the day. Wasn't that easy? It's pretty hot. Asthma was giving me grief. But all in all, not too bad. Someone disagrees.